Alright, hello everyone, Silver here. Okay, so let's get started. I didn't actually do anything in this game after video yesterday. So I'll see what I want to do today after the video, of course. I do really need to like catch up in getting my characters leveled up and stuff. Uh, we did get to see something interesting. Uh, very recently, and you see it when you boot up the game. That they've announced that Phaethon, the proxies, is getting an agent for him. We saw that. I cannot tell if it's ethereal or like a construct. It has construct vibes to me because like humanoid ethereals are super rare. Like very humanoid ethereals are rare. And since a lot of ethereals are like made off of a person, I feel like they're people who became ethereals. Uh, it would be kind of weird for Phaethon to be like, yeah, I'm just gonna pilot this fucking ethereal. Yep, I'm gonna make him do what I want. I'm genuinely curious how it's gonna work, though. I'm assuming that's a 3.0 update. That's something we'll see in 3.0. Rather than, like 2.8, which is upcoming. 2.8 is very close. As soon as CC is off banner, we're in 2.8. And then we'll get Promia, Lucia. And I have to buy Lucia. I had to get Lucia. I can't buy her. But, you know. I have to get Lucia. Because right after that is Billy, who is a Rupture. And Lucia being, like, the only fucking Rupture support currently in game. You kind of need her. If you're gonna be running, like, a proper Rupture team. Orphe is a skip for now. Orphe is a skip for now. I'm sad to say, I like Orphe. She's cute and all. But she is a skip. Okay. Oh god. I feel like the lag is slightly better than yesterday, but it's still kind of fucking laggy. It's very choppy. Which again is not something that matters too much to me. I can deal with that. Like, I exist within lag. It's just where I feel at home, I suppose. But I do have, like, all week, anyways, to do the weekly bingo card. Now I'm thinking about it, I don't have to like immediately do everything. Let's collect my dailies. 60. There's the video store management, so I can collect that. I'm so glad that even if it's a scratch off, it also counts the fortunes. I'm actually glad. Okay. Ooh, excuse me. Again, I do like one of these a day. Just to make sure I'm getting disk drives. I could, like, in theory, I could spend all of this into, like, 3 level up materials. But if I do one of these, 2 level up material ones, like level up, skill up, those types of materials, and then I have enough energy afterwards to get a core skill material. What I need to do is I need to always remember to do my 3 weekly notorious hunts. I don't often do it. I typically do like 1 or 2. Instead of the full 3. Because they take so fucking long sometimes. I don't want to be in a fight for that long. Because again, I'm not using like optimal teams for the people I'm fighting. Like at all. So it makes it take super long. I might have most of my Arya team built before Lucia comes out. But then once Lucia reruns, which is as soon as Promea comes out, once Promea comes out, I'll have to grab Lucia, and then everything else is being saved for Billy. I'm sure Lucia wants her Sig, though. God, it's gonna be tough. Genuinely, that's like a tough decision. I do get 10 free pulls from the daily stuff. So that's not gonna be too bad. But it's gonna hurt. It is really gonna hurt, doing that. Oh god. The lag is real, though. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. Why is it so laggy? It's so laggy today.
Leave the show to me. Wave your light. Angelic spin. Leave the rest to me. Let's keep this advantage.
There we go. If it'll actually fucking register that it's done. There we go. Okay. There. That's just one, by the way. I have two other things I've got to do before I end the video. I am still recording. My fucking game, dude. Ow. My body gave out on me yesterday. A little bit. Like, it was after video, I was out helping some of my neighbors for cat food. I was helping them with groceries. And my body just decided, nope, you're falling out today. Which that was fun. They still gave me the cat food. But they could tell that I was not doing good. They told me, I got the rest of this, you go and lay down. Here's the cat food. I'll bring it up to your door. Which is embarrassing. But they can tell that I'm not
Secret you want to share?
exactly like I'm healthy. However, I have problems. My body has problems. And that's what the issue is. It's not that like I'm unhealthy to a degree. I am underweight, yeah, but that's not something I can actually help. I can't like fix that. Even the doctors have told me I need around about double the calories of a normal person to maintain my weight. My body has a metabolism that is a detriment to myself. I have as close as 0% body fat as you can have. Which isn't a good thing. Yeah, because if I don't get the proper food and nutrients, that means my body, if I do too much moving around, starts to, like, I don't have, like, nearly as much stamina because of it. I'm not able to maintain my stamina either if I'm not eating. Back when I was, like, my last job, It was a very physically demanding job. However, I was always eating during it. I had very big lunches when I had my lunch. Because I was an industrial electrician. I had very big lunches, as well as when I would get home, my dinner would always be
Show isn't over yet.
family-sized meals. Not like, oh hey, I'm eating like a family-sized TV dinner or anything. It would be actual like family-sized home-cooked meals. Like I would have an entire pot of spaghetti by myself.
The show's already started.
Jesus. We got a lot of lag today. I thought it was going to be slightly better than yesterday, but it's not. Maybe my PC needs a little bit of a break from just being on. Because it's almost always just on. It's just perpetually on because I sleep with it on. I sleep with it running so I can listen to stuff while I sleep because I need the white noise. That's when I can sleep, anyways. Because I do have insomnia as well, which doesn't help. But, yeah, back then when I was working heavily and biking heavily, I was always eating well over portioned meals because my body physically demanded it. And days when I couldn't afford food because I was living paycheck to paycheck, it was daily paychecks. You know, it was daily paychecks, so I was like getting a decent amount
New manager. We can
of
work anytime.
of food. There wasn't a ton of space where I could like save up money back then either. There wasn't enough space in my budget to save up money because the amount of food I had to eat with the rent I had to pay every month, and there wasn't a guarantee that I would always get work because it was day labor technically. Made it so it wouldn't be like a guarantee every time that I could 100% work and be able to eat food properly. And the days when I couldn't eat food were days where it was a lot harder for me to deal with. It was a lot harder to deal with. I didn't do like energy drinks or anything like that, like some people do. A lot of times it would just be like, oh, I needed a soda to get most of my daily sugars, and then the rest of my food would fill in the daily sugar that I needed. And it wasn't like, oh, I'm constantly drinking sodas. It was like one, no, it was 2 bottles a day. And then the rest was water, pure water. Because while I would bike to work, which was like 10 miles down the road just to get there. while I would bike to work, it would just be water because I didn't want anything to like dehydrate me while I'm biking.
I'll take it from here. The show's already started.
Jesus Christ.
Folks, ensemble time. Angelic spin. Yeah. Together, let's create. Ensemble time. I'm here.
Uh, no, back then it was a bit rough. I would try my best to get everything I needed, but it was never a guarantee. I mean, Jesus. I'm so glad I'm ending the video after this. Because it is so laggy. But no, it was something where it was it's genuinely what am I trying to say here? I was going somewhere and I got distracted. All I know is on days where I couldn't eat, having to bike like 10 miles and working in the hot sun for 8 hours. To then, you know, like, have to bike home 10 miles. He was working in the hot sun, a lot of times digging, by the way. A lot of times it would be digging holes to run lines down under the ground. I can't say I didn't enjoy the work, but it definitely wasn't healthy on my body with how it feels, like how it is. That it definitely contributed to the state I'm in now. Because near the end of that, when I stopped getting work from them, my body was already, like, at its point where it was like, no, you're not doing okay. So for now, even, like, I would try to get back into biking occasionally to try to improve my physical being a little bit. And it's genuinely hard. Like, my body is not doing good on that front. Because I can barely bike for a few minutes before my body is screaming and yelling at me again. And once I stop biking, it's one of those feelings where you're just like, oh god, I'm gonna, like, get sick, you know? Which is very rough. I wish I were normal. Why can't I just be normal? But, either way, I'll go ahead and end here. So, thank you all so much for watching. And again, I'll mention it if you do want to donate to me or support me. The Honey Gain link is down below if you want to make money off of supporting me as well. And if you just want to support me, don't want to use Honey Gain, there is a link to my coffee below where you can donate to me. Again, I don't have anything to offer, but that's up to you. Either way, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.